I've just given Kevin his instructions to come outside and start planning what we're going to do next. So he's got the paving flags down. He's got the bench where it needs to go. We need to put some stuff over the gaps because we've got a bit of a gale blowing, and then we can get planting up in this corner and get everything tidied up. Oh, look at that bee. Look at that bee. It looks like it's a bit stuck in that web. Let's see if we can rescue it, shall we? Oh, it's alright, it's gone. It's gone. I thought it was stuck. Here's Mr. Muffin examining the grass. See whether anybody's been that shouldn't be. And these all need going back in. Where are we going to put them? What are you doing, Muffin? Watch this space. So it's now 3 o'clock on Saturday afternoon, and here I have my little gnome. Would you like to tell everybody what you've done, Kevin?
Yes. Well, no, but I will. With this little tack hammer, I was banging that in, and as it came down, it missed, hit my finger, which I must say Nurse Gladys Jane did a wonderful job of putting ice on it. And I've gone and cracked a flag as well.
Oh, Kevin.
I'm more unhappy about cracking the flag than the...
That flag that you've cracked.
That flag there.
Hey, you're a mucky sod.
I've done so well. And it's the last bit. That look, I've done. Last bit.
He's done it all. So you see what he's been doing is using little bits of pallet, and it's to put, before anybody says it, it's supposed to look rustic. It's supposed to look wiggly woggly, up and down it, all different heights.
Yes, I had a few drinks before I started.
And then we're going to put some soil around the back of it, and then we're going to put some plants in.
Yes, we are.
Aren't we?
We are.
So we've bodged this corner and filled the gaps in the trellis where there was a gale blowing, and fastened a bit of trellis on the fence here so that we can fasten the plants to it.
We've done very well, haven't
Because
we?
we've done very well, Kevin, I have to say. But I did say to him that it were a good job that he'd hit it with the hammer and not with the chop saw.
You don't hit your hand with a chop saw.
Exactly. Exactly. Your hand would have ended up coming off.
Oh, maybe I do. Oh, I've right enjoyed that. It's all right, it's not.
Is it not too bad?
Yeah.
So that we're on top of yesterday afternoon.
We examined it.
I walked into the chair.
And you had an egg on.
I had an egg on my leg. I banged my leg. That's from where I walked into the end of the cane the other day. I've no idea where I did that one on. This morning my dad's had a fainting do.
Not going well, is
So
it?
it's been like emergency ward 10, hasn't it?
Not going well.
But we're getting there.
The only saving grace is there was no blood, because she'd have been useless.
Yeah, I'd have been passing out and saying, oh, I can't do blood. I can't do blood. So these are my plants I'm going to put in this corner, you see. I've got some shrubs which I'm going to let just grow. There's something going in this gap here as well, because I always end up with a bald spot. So that's your next instalment. Just realised that I made the first 2 parts of this video and completely forgot to do the punchline. So I thought I'd just pop out in between all this horrible rain that we've been having all these weeks and show you the kind of more or less finished effect. So what have we done? Well, I've cut the grass. So I've got all the sort of thick stuff up round the edge. You can see my clover's doing really well. That's blooming along nicely. I've still got a few plants to put in. I'm going to plant this thrift and this erigeron in my lawn, which is novel. So I'm going to put it like where we've got little corners like that. I'm going to pop it in the grass, and then it can kind of add to the look. So this is my log. This is my log that I got Kevin fetching off the lawn for me. So there's a paving flag underneath this grey tray. So I'm going to put some of these little Irigeron and thrift things round the bottom of that. And then that can be a nice little sort of punchline at the bottom of the step. So I've got an elephant's ear, which is going to go in here. Here comes Homer. When Kevin's put me a little railing, because the prevailing wind sort of comes at that direction, straight across the garden. So I want him to put some planks on end across the end of this step, which will become a handrail and will become a bit of a windbreak. And this is quite a wet corner, this. So I'm going to put my elephant's ears in here. Would you like to say good morning, Homer? Would you like to say hello? Now then, what can we do for you? What have you come for? Did you see me and think, let's go and tap her for some food? Look at his poor little leg. I think he's broken his bone in his toe. Haven't you? And look at my little pond. It has rained and rained and rained and rained and rained and then rained some more. I've taken a stack of pondweed out. Look at all my snails on that plank. Can you see them? Let me just see if I can get a bit nearer without dropping my camera in. That would be terrible, wouldn't it? Them little black dots, them little black conical shaped things are all snails. I've taken a stack of pondweed out and there's still another ton. It's all going very autumnal, but my little meadow's done really well. I've cut round the edge of the grass, look, to tidy it up, which I think looks better. So I'm going to rake the thick bits out and tidy it up when we get to proper autumn. Anyway, I was showing you this, weren't I? So we've got the path done and we've got my pots in. So this is my sea kale. I was particularly pleased to get that because you never see it and you can't seem to get it to grow. So that's in a terracotta pot to dry it up because they like dry, hot conditions. And I got some new pots the other day when we went to the garden centre. Now this gorgeous specimen, this one, and these three bubbly things. There's a spike, a poppy, and a daffodil. These came with me all the way from Southport Flower Show. So they're my treasures. So we're all tidy and done. I've sat on my bench in some rare moments of sunshine, which was very nice. We've got all tidy down the back of here, look, we've got all the plants in. I've split some irises up and popped them back in. Gone mad, them irises, I've got loads of them. They're leeks, I think I told you that in an earlier instalment, but I particularly like these. We've put a bit of second-hand trellis on the fence for the ivy to clamber up and cover that corner. And then all these shrubs hopefully will grow in due time and cover up what there is there. So we're all done and tidy. And here it is. This is a couple of weeks after I filmed the rest of the video about our garden exploits. I've got all my plants in. I've got all the trays shifted. We're all tidy. We're all tidy and ready for the bad weather. And I've got my little windbreak built, look. So we've been using all our drag ends of bits of wood and rubbish. So the point of this is, are you ready? Are you ready? I shall demonstrate. The point of this is that it stops the wind blowing in that direction across the garden into the plants, but it's also a handrail because these steps can be a bit, well, they can be a bit slippy and it's a bit awkward for the senior ones amongst us. So it's a nice handrail for you to put your hand on and then you can get yourself down the step without having any nasty accidents, because we all know that I easily have nasty accidents. And this is my elephant's ears in position. Ah, beautiful shade of red. That front one. It's lovely. This is my pal. This is Homer. We've been feeding Homer for the thick end of it must be 20 years nearly, haven't we? And I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do this because he's going to dive in this tin. So he has cheapest, finest dog food, don't you? Cheapest, finest dog food. And normally I do it in a fairly tidy fashion and feed him like that. But obviously I'm trying to film him at the same time as scraping it out of the tin and talking to you and patting my head and rubbing my stomach. So Mr. Homer has his breakfast in this spot. Is that it? Have you done? Is your tummy full? Is your tummy full for now? Right, okay then, bye-bye. And then he goes up there. This is what used to be the filter for the pond. He stands on there and then he flies off from there. So then the pigeons come along and pick up all the little bits that he's left behind. All these little bits. There's never anything left. There's never a skerrick. There he goes. Whee! So I hope you've enjoyed that little look around our summer project for this year. That's my mucky corner. Kevin's tidied up a bit actually, to be fair. We've got a few too many concrete commons. So just the big tidy up for autumn to start now. Don't forget, make sure you've subscribed and don't forget to sign up for your Visit Fylde Coast email newsletter. And we'll see you later. Bye for now.